The International Day of Older Persons was established on October 1 by the United Nations General Assembly on December 14, 1990. This was preceded by programs like the Vienna International Plan of Action on Aging, which was approved by the UN General Assembly and the World Assembly on Aging in 1982. The United Nations Principles for Older Persons were adopted by the General Assembly in 1991. The Madrid International Plan of Action on Aging was adopted in 2002 by the Second World Assembly on Aging in order to address the opportunities and challenges presented by the population's aging in the 21st century and to advance the creation of a society that is inclusive of people of all ages. The population of the world has undergone a significant transformation in recent decades. The average age of death increased globally from 46 to 68 years between 1950 and 2010. In 2019, there were 703 million people over the age of 65 in the world. The majority of elderly people reside in Eastern and Southeastern Asia, followed by Northern America and Europe. The number of elderly people is expected to more than double over the next 3 decades, reaching more than 1.5 billion people in 2050. Between 2019 and 2050, the senior population will grow in size across the board. Eastern and Southeastern Asia are expected to experience the biggest growth, going from 261 million people in 2019 to 573 million in 2050. Northern Africa and Western Asia are predicted to see the highest growth in the number of older people, from 29 million in 2019 to 96 million in 2050. Sub-Saharan Africa is expected to have the second fastest increase, with a potential increase in the number of people 65 and older from 32 million in 2019 to 101 million in 2050. In contrast, the growth in Australia and New Zealand, as well as in Europe and Northern America, where the population is already substantially older than in other regions of the world, is anticipated to be very minimal. In 2050, elderly people will make up more than 2/3 of the population in less developed nations, excluding the least developed nations. However, the least developed nations are expected to have the highest growth, with the number of people 65 and older possibly increasing from 37 million in 2019 to 120 million in 2050.